Hi everyone, my name is Heather Schockner and I'm the owner of Berner Babies. This is my first video, so don't judge me too harshly. I have my little cheat sheet here in case I need help along the way. But you're getting this video because you just got your birth announcement email and your new Berner baby was just born. So yay, congratulations. So I made this video to just kind of walk you through the birth announcement and some things that need to happen over the next couple weeks. So first, keep that birth announcement email because it's got a lot of good information in it, but mostly it's got very important dates. So those dates I will adhere to over the next 8 to 10 weeks, depending on what you guys decide. So you'll never have to call or text or email me to wonder when videos will be posted, or to ask about what kind of food your puppy eats or what kind of collar or anything like that. So I'll follow that schedule. If I can't, which very rarely happens, but if I can't adhere to that schedule, I will either email you or I will post something on Facebook to let you know when I'll be posting videos or when that email will be sent out. But very rarely does that happen. I always try to keep everybody in the loop because I've been in your shoes and I know how excited everybody is to get a new puppy. So I will adhere to that schedule to the absolute best of my ability, and if I can't, I will definitely let you know. So that's number one. Number two, my commitment to you as a breeder is pretty straightforward. My commitment is to your puppy. I want to keep your puppy healthy, physically and mentally. I think that's very important to your puppy. And I'm not the type of breeder that just hands you your puppy and says, oh, here you go, bye, see ya. And you never hear from me again, or you can't contact me or anything like that. My puppy is my puppy, beginning to end, for their whole lifetime. So you keep my contact information. You have something going on, you have questions about something, you can call me no matter what, no matter when, no matter how old your puppy is. Your puppy's 10 years old, you call me, you pick up the phone, you ask whatever you need to ask me. So I'm not a breeder that just walks away and hope that you never contact me ever again. You can call me anytime. So a couple things. So your puppy leaves in 8 to 10 weeks. You already know right now that your puppy, when it leaves, has to go to the vet in 3 days. So make that vet appointment now. Don't wait until pickup or until you get your contract to make that vet appointment, because you're not going to get in on time. So in the birth announcement email I send out, it has pickup dates. So use those pickup dates as your reference and go ahead and schedule your vet appointments now. It's very helpful to do that ahead of time, and then you have no doubts that you're going to get in on time. So go ahead and do that now. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is the training. So in those birth announcement emails, I talked to you about kennel training and obedience training. So let's first talk about the kennel training. This is something that I really, really encourage you to do, and here's why. Kennel training is scary. Let's just think about this for a minute. So you pick up your puppy and you go home. The puppy doesn't know you. They're going into a new place that they don't know. Maybe you have dogs. They don't know them. And the first night there, you say, here, puppy, I want you to sleep by yourself for the first time, because now they're used to sleeping with their siblings and their mom. And I want you to sleep in this dark box. Again, all by yourself. So imagine how scary that would be for you. It'd be pretty scary, right? So now let's flip that. Let's bring your puppy back here. And they know me, they trust me, and they're used to this place. They've been here since they were born. And they start slow. You know, we put them in the kennel for a few minutes here and a few minutes there, and all their siblings are kind of, well, maybe not all, but a lot of their siblings are also doing this, right? So they're kind of all going through it together. And the first night that they are in a kennel by themselves, their siblings right next door. So they're all kind of going through it together. And they know me, so they trust me that I'm not going to do anything that's mean or scary to them, you know? So they kind of are like, okay, do I hate it? Yeah, I don't really love it. But, you know, it's mom, me, doing it. And so she's not going to do anything that's, you know, too bad to me. So I'll deal with it. And it's not so bad. And so by the time that they leave, they're sleeping overnight in the kennel, and they're not having any accidents in the kennel. And by the time that I come to get them to go to bed at night, they're like, okay, yep, it's not nighttime and it's not so bad. And so it really makes the transition into your home one that's a lot easier. So they've already got, okay, I'm going home with people that I don't know, to an environment that I don't know, maybe dogs that I don't know. But when it comes to bedtime, hey, I already know what I'm doing here. This is my safe space. And it makes their life so much less stressful. And so I really highly encourage that if you're going to put your puppy in a kennel, that you start it here. I really try to make it affordable. It's a lot of work for me. I'm not going to lie. Kennel training is a ton of work. Probably more so than the obedience training, quite honestly, just because they poop and they pee in their kennel. It's a lot of cleaning. It's a lot of laundering. It's a lot of practice in the beginning of, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 20 minutes, an hour. It's a lot of work, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it to make their transition so less stressful in the end. And so I highly encourage you to do that. So on the obedience side, the obedience training, it really is just bragging rights on your side. It's for those people who either can't make the commitment to do the obedience training, don't think they will, make the commitment to do the obedience training, or just think it's going to be way easier for me to do it here. So by the time they leave, they're walking on a leash. They can sit, stay, and lay down. And honestly, the hardest part is the leash training. No puppy enjoys the leash. It always takes the longest. It's the hardest to do. And after they figure out that the leash is an okay thing, the rest tends to start getting pretty easy because they understand treats by then. And then they really start enjoying it. And so then I can get them to work just about anything after that. But it really is for those people who don't think that they can make that commitment to put that effort in. And a lot of you are getting large breed dogs. And let's face it, nobody likes a large breed dog with no manners. So if you don't think that you can make that commitment to do the obedience training on your own, then I would encourage you to do it here. But if you can make that commitment, then I would highly encourage you to do it on your own at least. Every dog I do think needs some obedience training. But once they leave here, then you would just need to do refresher stuff at home, make them sit when you're sitting on the couch, make them lay down when you're in the kitchen, because they know it. Honestly, the thing that you'll appreciate the most is the leash training, just because it is the hardest, and anybody who's ever leash trained a puppy would know that. But the kennel training, I do think is something that I would really encourage everyone to do, just because it makes everybody's life easier. It makes the puppy's life easier, and it'll definitely make your life easier too. So we also now offer that you can take your puppy's kennel, bed, or blankets home. One or all three of those things can go home with you and your puppy. So if you're interested in that, let me know. But other than that, yeah, I look forward to going on this journey with you, and you guys get to meet your puppies in a couple weeks. So that's exciting. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right. Bye, everyone.